Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I am the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle, here to give you guys a good message and to hopefully entertain you. Okay, make sure you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes shadow banning and gatekeeping of content. Everything said on this platform is copyrighted by God and the Holy Spirit, so don't steal content from them. Okay, now the next part is the prayer. So I pray that the Most High God can be with us now and for every reading that I ever do. I also ask that the archangels and the spirit guides, along with any benevolent ascended masters or anything else that the Holy Spirit has for us to come be with us now. I specifically would like to ask Archangel Michael to please cut all cords, block out all evil eye, and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. So now as I call upon your personal favor, Most High God, I ask that you continue to keep me safe and protected and to give me the full armor of God for protection during my life's mission and work here on the earth. I am eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name. Lord, my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Okay, so now that we got that put in place, I'm working with the Money Moves Oracle deck because I just felt like I should pick it up. I hope you guys are all having a good day. Yeah, protection for all of us. Absolutely. So I wanted to see what was coming, like this is about getting spiritual downloads, this reading. So there may be a lot of downloads that come through it. And that's kind of what I'm picking up on. So endings, the first card off. So you guys could be experiencing endings or somebody else could. This is like talking about a cycle being over. It's time to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye to an old job or an old partnership or an old way of thinking. Okay, this ending doesn't have to be like you getting fired or losing a job, but it could be that. But it also could be like the ending of a cycle, the way that you think about something, the way that you're viewing something. I feel like it's the way that you view finances. Yeah, you're going to be more flexible in this season. So somebody wanted to bring an ending to your flexibility though, like so that you couldn't move around, which is kind of weird. It says adapt slowly by using versatility, compromise, adaptation, change, etc. Be flexible in your methods. So yeah, whatever avenue that is closing down, your flexibility is the most important thing because it's going to give you what you need to move forward in a positive direction. Money matters. Expense, save, cut costs, resource plan ahead, make an informed choice, invest your money wisely. So what you do with your money is important. Okay. Especially if you're experiencing an ending when it comes to your flexibility with finances, what you do with your money is important. Also, people don't realize that if they seed their money into negative things, like, well, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something that would be negative, like full fraud would be negative. Paying somebody else to unalive somebody else, that would be negative. What else? I mean, those are like really negative things you could do with money, but I'm sure you could like use money against somebody else. So anyways, when you do negative shit with money, a residual negative karma follows you. And if you're doing business with somebody who you don't know is money laundering on the side, or they're doing something shady with business or with money, then that energy, especially if you accept money from them, that bad luck and bad karma energy can affect your finances. I'm literally getting that somebody keeps trying to attach something to your finances, which is why we are listening to the channel called Chakra Vibrations. Okay. It's another channel that Healing Vibrations has. And this crystal singing bowl sound bath is to remove all cords of attachment, any type of cord. Somebody was trying to put a root in on you. They're really upset that this did not work because they were trying to affect your power. My nose is running. Okay. So all of a sudden my allergies just started acting up. I'm going to be right back, you guys. I need to go get an allergy pill. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. You could literally be allergic to this person. Every time you get around this person, you get irritated. This is about your power. Somebody feels like if they take away your money, they take away your power. That's the most stupid. These are people that are either atheists or very superficial because they really believe that money equals power. I guess that you can have a little bit of power when you have money, but not real power. That's power that's of this physical world, not of the spiritual. It says that you have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. I agree. Focus on your needs at this time and make sure you're filling your own cup up. Okay. I do feel like whatever you've put aside as a side project to make money, pick that back up. There's power in being an independent person. And when you don't have to like slave for another person's company, you can invest all of your time and energy and resources into yourself and then become an entrepreneur and an independent person so that you're not attached to any organization that would want to utilize your energy. Not that all companies are like this, but most of them, like in America, the workplace is freaking brutal. It's crazy. Even on YouTube, it's crazy and brutal. People are like always way mean. Like, and I don't know if it's like the workplace reflects what high school was, but it seems like that those two are connected. Like the shit that goes down in high school also happens in the workplace. You have star power. This is why you're not meant to be broke. That's not your destiny. Nobody can change the lines on your hand, your fate. Like nobody can change that. Somebody is literally wondering why you have this star power and this authority. Okay. It says become an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity. Exactly. Like you could be the face of your own company. And that way you would control your image and your branding, and it wouldn't be dominated by what the company has for you, basically. Step into the spotlight. And if you feel like, okay, I don't want to be in the spotlight, I completely understand that. Attention, I mean, this is why I think famous people that want to be famous are kind of crazy because the attention is so overwhelming. It's so overstimulating. It's like being in Vegas, walking through the casinos and having the cologne smell, the cigarette smell, the freaking machines, like all of it is just chaos, just overstimulating for somebody that's sensitive. And I do get that you guys are sensitive. This star power is an ability that you have. You could have like literally wanted to be a dancer, a singer, or do something for yourself. When you have the time to be flexible now, and it's because something is ending. And again, it could be a mental way of thinking, but like whatever this ending is, it's going to bring in new flexibility with money, how you invest it, how you spend it. There could be a lot of things that you guys are spending financially that are not benefiting your life, that are creating negative karma, and finding out what those things are is important. Okay. Let's say if you were to give money to somebody for something let's say that every time you purchase from a store online, I'm just making this up, so this is not what's happening. But like, let's say somebody you purchased from a store online, like Amazon or whatever, every time you purchase from them, you get sick or you get a negative energy. That means that there could be something attached to that money. This is why, okay, it's either in South Korea or Japan, they have literal money washing stations where you take your money to it and you literally put it through this machine cycle thing and it washes your money because they want to keep the energy positive on your money. Like literally, I'm not joking. They have those. And it makes sense because money can not only hold germs and stuff on it, it can hold ancient energies from the time that it was created, whoever it's been with. And then you get, do you guys see how accepting money from people, even digitally, because everything has a spiritual or physical backup, how, yeah, the money washing stations are so cool. How it literally, money can carry a history behind it. That's why some coins can be blessed and some can be cursed. This money tree, I would suggest for you guys to get a money tree plant. Okay. You can Google that. They're fairly cheap. A money tree plant, put it in, you want to put it in a place where it's going to get sun, obviously, but it's an indoor plant that you keep. You may want to cleanse some. What I would do is put smoky citrine around the money tree plant. And I would also put selenite to cleanse the negative energy around the money tree. And get one of these. This is selenite, if you didn't know. It's the one crystal that never picks up negative energy. It always cleanses, and it cleanses, consecrates, and recharges crystals so like literally, so all other crystals except for selenite and citrine absorb negative energy. So this is like a little more money cat. So you just put it next to the selenite and you count to 5. And by the time it's counted to 5, the selenite has cleansed, cleared, and charged the crystal. So that way you don't have to use the sunlight, especially if you've got amethyst piece, which I've got amethyst over there. You got amethyst is a purple stone. If you got amethyst or if you got rose quartz, those will always, if you put them in the sunlight, it'll fade the crystal and it'll remove the color. So yeah. Dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired, the money tree. So literally, the money tree is like a symbol as well, you know. Selenite from your bathroom. Your mom was going, it's a money tree. There you go. There you go. Yeah, so the money tree is a good idea. So let's see what else. Because I do feel like money is relevant at this time. Public face. It's meant for you to be a public face. Truly. So, Kitty, on my other platform, if you send me a $20 super chat, and with your question, I will make it a priority to answer your question. I do bonuses on this channel every once in a while where I will read people for free, but I'm not doing any more of those until people get the likes up, because there's like 3 people watching and 1 person liked the video. So yeah. But other than that, you guys, if you need any personal questions answered, $20 is really cheap. And on my other platform, there is a link to that in the description box below. On my other platform, I always make sure that your question gets answered. Okay. So yeah, the public face, and the question has to be about yourself. Like, I won't read somebody else's mind or do anything invading somebody else's energy without having their permission to read the energy. Like, I can read somebody else's energy through reading your energy, but I won't. I mean, I could, but I won't. I just won't, because I don't want to get my ass kicked. I'm not going to be trying to read anybody else's thoughts or anything like that. Like, I will never give away any information that somebody could use to attack somebody else. And I just feel like I wouldn't want people asking personal questions about me or pulling cards on me. And so that's why I'll read your energy. If it's about somebody else, I can read it through your energy, but I won't just basically try to read it somebody else's energy without their permission, because it's just not cool. You know what I mean? All right. So yeah, this public face, it says, follow your heart, become who you want to be, earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. It's absolutely okay to be yourself. The thing is that you being you is what gives you this star trait. It's what makes you stand out from other people. You may end up creating an idea that's like a money tree that just keeps blossoming. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shaman Maria. You are awesome. Ooh, another one. Flopping out like that. Savings, the piggy bank. So yeah, through this could be a new avenue of content creation, or you could be a gamer. Some of you guys could like playing games. You could literally be a gamer. Some people get paid to actually play games, but also some people, I forget what it's called. It's like game testing. You may want to look into where you're spending your money. And this public face could be literally you creating a channel or a platform, or using your platform to save money, basically. Like there's a lot of, like gaming platforms. I don't know what they're called, but a gamer would know what I was talking about. But yeah, so that people basically just upload what the game is that they're playing, and then other people watch it. So I don't know what that's called. It may be in the gaming section, but yeah. So again, there may be a way for you to even open up, especially if you're popular through gaming. That's why I was opening up a platform or whatever where you are playing your games, especially if you're really good at gaming. People like to watch that. And then, yeah, this is a new beginning. This could be any type of platform. It could be literally playing sound bowls, just like what we're hearing in the background. Not the cars, but the actual sound bowl. This new beginning will start. It says you will start a new job at life and a clean sweep over. Hit the reset button. So yeah, you definitely want to hit the reset button. It's resetting, but it's not going back to the place that you were at, because that has ended. Whatever limited lack mindset you had has passed away with this endings card. That was the death that I was seeing. I was like, it's a way of thinking. And it's basically getting rid of that way of thinking is going to free you up. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to put myself out there like that. It may benefit you. Yeah, you're going to get a helping hand. You're not doing this by yourself. You've got God and the Holy Spirit and the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. You've got Archangel Michael. You've got your spirit team. You're not doing it by yourself. So thinking like, oh, it just seems like it could be too much. I totally get that. And it can be overwhelming and overstimulating, but you will have a helping hand. It says you may need others to assist with services, increase productivity. Also, a helping hand, a generous helping hand may come in and help you move forward to get things going. You know, some people are like, some readers that have a lot of subscribers, they're on here for years. Like they have like thousands of readings and stuff like that. Just think if you had thousands of videos, that would always still be creating new content, or always still be creating content off the videos you've created and the new ones. If you're playing games, if you're a gamer and you're always playing video games and that's what you love to do, you might as well create a gaming channel, like just straight up, because you could just be uploading all of that content. And it's almost like a movie, you know what I mean, when you end up watching it, but you could just be uploading that content to the internet. And you wouldn't have to show your face for that, because it's just the video game. So you could be a public face. Also, whatever this new idea or business venture is, you being the public face of it could be very important for its success, right? And maybe you didn't want to be seen before. I'm going to tell you guys that I would not be afraid of being seen. Okay. Being noticed, being seen, that's all the same thing. I wouldn't be afraid of that. Again, know that the right people to hear your message, to get your healing, to get your advice, to see your content, whatever it is, that the right people will find you. And that your message, no matter what, God's going to get it to the right people. And God's going to bring it to people when they need it. So it's a perfect fit. It could seem really scary. Like I could see how it could be really scary to be on the internet, but you're not doing it alone. That's the big thing. It's a new beginning, and you may have a helping hand. Like you may think that it would require all of like a team of people to do stuff, but you could actually do this all by yourself. So what I'm getting is that there may be some people on these platforms that do have a production team and do have a team that are helping them with it. But I'm getting that this is like the Tesseract to me. So, and also there was a message in my dream state about God doing something with Saturn's cube. I don't know what it was, but fixing something. It says finding the right path, the right fit, the soul, the ideal job. You're meant to be here. So yeah, and it could be, maybe it's not YouTube, maybe it's TikTok. It could be any of those platforms. I don't know what Instagram really has to offer. The only thing I really don't exist on other platforms. I don't use TikTok, and my Instagram only has my AI artwork. I don't really post anything other than that. And so, yeah. So if anybody were to try to contact you and say, "Oh, I'm ASTRAEA Love, I'll give you a reading for, a certain amount of money," that's not me. The only way you'll find me is through me being here on my platform, on this platform and my other platform. And then I have a Facebook, but I don't accept friend requests because I don't want people knowing my business, and I really do not use Facebook. So that's not really an avenue to get in contact with me. So anyways, just know that. Don't be scammed. I feel like you guys could be dealing with people that want to scam you out of something, or they want to know what this idea or work is that you're working on. This is why working alone is a good thing, and working on it by yourself, because you don't have to share the info and you don't have to share your profits. Direction: do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. Yeah, I see. If you've got somebody that you can really trust, plan where you want to be. If you got somebody that you can really trust, then go ahead and tell them what you're planning. But until you've moved in silence and gotten this like up and going, I wouldn't tell people about it, like especially on Facebook for some reason, or Instagram. Those two, and Twitter, those ones are ones that I don't really like them, but they're pretty popular. But I would not, until you get this up and going, I would not be posting it. Because look at this, great ideas. Like you don't want to, you want to patent your great idea before somebody comes in and tries to steal it or destroy it. It says, I have an innovative new inspiration to test new ideas and break out fast. Take action on your ideas. And remember, when you guys get spiritual downloads, this is so important that you take action on them, because literally you could get a download to do something and then not do it. And you never want to find out why you got that download to do something. Like you just don't want to be in the position to have to find that out, because it's always going to suck when you don't listen to your intuition. So when you get these great ideas, make sure you bring them forth and take action on them, so that, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to get it all done at once. You can take baby steps towards completing these ideas, like getting them into a workable state. But yeah, definitely take action towards them, because spirit will give the download to more than one person if you don't do what you need to do with the download, if that makes sense. Like, especially if you guys were to get a download not to go somewhere, not to meet with somebody, you need to listen to that, because you do have guardian angel and somebody that's looking over you. Social status. So yeah, you will reach the heights of fame in society. Don't get arrogant. Remember that we're all human beings having a spiritual experience. And no matter what our social status is, no matter what our race, our melanatedness is, or whatever else, or culture, we're still all spiritual beings having a human experience. But we all have to pee, we all have to poop, we all have to drink water and eat to stay alive. And if there's anybody that doesn't have to do those things, then more power to them. But there is a humbleness of being human, like humble human. There is humbleness to that. So yeah, try not to get arrogant. I mean, I don't feel like you guys are arrogant people, but some people, when they make it big, or they become, their social status goes up or whatever, they go up in a tax bracket, then some people actually will start to look down on other people. And that's like, God will stop blessing you if you do shit like that, which is why I know that you guys are favored by God, because you don't do stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a warning on that card. Don't let money get to your head. Yeah, money does mean power, but money can't buy health. Money can't buy love. I mean, it could buy fake love, like what is it called? Gold digger, but not real love. And it could buy witchcraft. It could buy a lot of things, but the things that are true blessings from God and the Holy Spirit, the money cannot buy that. Money can't buy spiritual abilities. There's no book that exists that will give you supernatural powers. Okay. Maybe the tablets of the emerald tablets, but nobody's even seen those, and who knows if they exist. So this is what I'm saying. Having spiritual abilities, having talents, having, being able to sing, being beautiful, even, and again, beauty comes from within. Some people are just very attractive because of their energy. You know what I mean? But yeah, your angels are saying to continue moving forward, not to allow whatever this ending is to stagnate you. Yeah, you're going to have many choices, many opportunities abound when you are in a dilemma. All roads lead to home. Remember, it says lead to Rome, but that doesn't make no sense. I mean, Rome is fine and all, but I think it should say all roads lead to home. Look at all of your options. You may have more options than what you think. Yeah, you may have more options than what you think. And that could be literally, success. Choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. Just anticipate normal things to happen, because normal things will happen, but miracles will also happen. You're on the right track. Whatever it is that you're working on, keep working on it. I feel like an energy wants you to stop. They don't want you to deliver messages, and they don't want you to transmute. They don't want you to translate these downloads that you receive into a piece of art, a body of writing, or anything like that. That's what somebody is trying to do. They're trying to stop you from moving up in, like, just an ascension, basically. Career is on the rise, new offers and opportunities, salary increase. They want to stop you from that. But if you keep going, and this is why a lot of the famous people, they say, like, you know what? I got turned down and was told no for 20 years. And then all of a sudden it was a yes. So this is why asking the Most High what you're here to do and how you can be of assistance. Welcome in, Papa Pills. And welcome in, V. How you can be of assistance to other people is like a good thing, because you can charge a service for that, and it can be helping others. You know what I mean? While helping yourself. Helping yourself is helping others, and hurting yourself is hurting others. So hurt people. And that's why you're dealing with somebody whose energy is just they're bent out of shape. They're hurt about something. It could be because you are more flexible than they are. Maybe they're stuck in a 9 to 5 and you're working on a platform, or you don't have to have a platform, but it does talk about motivational speaking, that being part of your purpose, and being able to help other people process energy, in whatever type of way. This money tree is like a tree that belongs to you, that continually brings you fruit. You know what I mean? Also, this partnership, somebody may come in to partner with you. I'm not getting a bad feeling from them. It says joining forces with business partners for a win-win cooperation. Prioritize your connections. So yeah, it's important to prioritize the people you're connecting with, because those people are going to have an effect over your overall energy, because you guys are empathic. So and make sure you guys are clearing your energy and clearing your financial karma. I would be saying, like, I rebuke all, I do not accept, I do not give consent, and I rebuke all forms of witchcraft, wishcraft, and gossip, slander, anything that would come over the workplace, and any form of poverty, any type of vow that I've ever created that could be blocking me, anything that's blocking me from gaining these new opportunities, becoming a public face, tapping into my star power, anything that's working against me, we rebuke it, we cancel it out, and we say no. Any type of money or soul contract, not this lifetime. This is what's going to give you a new beginning, because some of you could have poverty vows or poverty contracts that are still playing themselves out. I feel like that was that old way of thinking. It was like a scarcity lack mindset. That's what I feel like is what has passed away, what has ended. And it could have been that maybe you got let go from a job or something like that. And that job could have been the literal thing that was causing y'all to feel that poverty or lack mindset, right? So again, whatever the ending was, this is a new beginning, and this is a good time to start something anew. The energy of the month of June and July, really, really powerful with beginning new projects. You've got this guardian angel that's looking over you. It says some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. So whatever these people or person wants to bring to you to disrupt your harmony and disrupt your abundance, yeah. So yeah, I'm not doing personal questions today, but I will tell you that if you are asking a question about a job and then you're in this reading, this is what we're talking about. The first card was ending. So if you feel like you're going to get fired, I would start preparing by looking for another job now, or thinking about something else that you can do for money. If it's like being a handyman or whatever, or maybe working for another company, maybe starting your own company. That's why this ending is actually going to make you more flexible. So yeah, if you're feeling that energy, that it may be that's what's going on. But it's like you're just being rerouted to become somebody who's greater than what you were before. Spirit's always going to reroute you to something that's better. I feel like maybe some of you have heart walls. When you have a heart wall, you're basically saying, nope, I'm don't want to accept love, right? Like, or you could be, well, when you put up a heart wall and you're just basically saying like, no, I'm not going to let this in, you're basically telling the universe that you're not willing to accept or receive. And so that wall only allows the lowest compatible situations to get through. But once you get past that wall, you break that wall down, you clear that wall, which is something that, I could do. Then it's because the heart wall affects every aspect of your life. You may be put it up in the area of love, not wanting somebody else to come back and torture you like they did before. But the thing is that when you put that wall up, most people forget about the walls, and then the walls stay there, and that way of thinking stays there of like, no, I'm not willing to accept or receive. Like, this was too much for me. And that energy literally stays there, and it continues to block you, but it blocks you in every aspect of your life. That's why telling yourself ignorance is better than bliss and stupid shit like that can really mess your whole brain and the way your mind works. Like, it can literally mess things up for your entire life. Saying that you don't want to receive from the universe and putting up a wall and being like, I'm not going through that ever again. Well, the thing is if you actually heal from the incident, that situation could come around again, and it just will not affect you because you've healed from it. And so, yeah, most of the things is that you need to heal. And heal from lack mindset, heal from fear, because a lot of it is like not even that you're actually going to go into poverty, but it's the fear of that, which I understand, because somebody has been trying to create an ending. This has to do with somebody doesn't want you to express yourself. I really feel like this is about, whatever downloads you get, somebody does not want you expressing that. They want to bring an end to that. Who cares? I don't really care what other people want or think. It doesn't matter to me. even the people that I love, when it comes down to it, it's always going to be the way I feel about myself. That's going to be the most important, what God thinks about me. What mankind thinks about me is not my business, but I do care about what God thinks about me. And people that care about what God thinks about them, they are the right people. Like, you guys that do care about the divine, this is why you're going to be a public face. You guys are, yeah, the undercover haters. You guys are the people that, you know, they don't want to see you become a public face because they're afraid of what you're going to say. Oh, they're going to say this and they're going to say that. So what if you empower other people and liberate them? So what? I don't know why. I don't know why everything seems so against this creative expression. This could even be you finding your artistic voice, or your written voice, like literally. Yeah, this alchemy, using witchcraft, occult, and other, trying to learn God's secrets. Literally, that's what these people are using, trying to close doors in your life. It says no good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. So yeah, and this could be about something that you said or something that you will say. But I'm telling you, if somebody was using witchcraft against you to mess with your job, they're going to suffer. They're going to suffer this same exact shit in their own life. Like, you may be expressing that somebody has been trying to close doors in your face and screw you over. And these people were trying to use alchemy in a negative way, trying to literally alchemize the things that you were saying so that it would create closed doors for you. No, you speaking the truth and you being authentic is going to open the way for you to move forward. These people that want to close doors in your face because you're expressing yourself, it's them that's ultimately experiencing the ending. They're no longer going to be able to do this, because once you learn how to alchemize energy, it doesn't matter what anybody throws at you. You can alchemize that for your better. Yeah, some people would rather stay in negative energy because they either are weak or they just don't want to do better. I mean, I don't know why anybody would not choose to ascend and heal, because it doesn't feel good to feel broken, and it doesn't feel good to feel restricted from being able to express yourself. It says open up your heart and connect with others, express your creative self. An opportunity, like I said, they're trying to stop an opportunity from getting to you. This is an opportunity you're creating for yourself, I think. So as far as trying to stop opportunities, this is futile. I mean, their efforts are futile, especially because this opportunity that comes in is going to be a perfect fit. Wow. It says new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. Change is coming just in time. And then the exhausted, because whatever this job that you were working at or whatever the situation is, it could have been exhausting for you to be doing it this one type of way. Okay. Feeling financially drained, lacking viable options. Also, go through the people you're connected to and ask yourself, who financially drains me? If it's a large institution, if it's a person that's always asking you for money, who is it that's financially draining you? Okay. There is a crystal called prehenite, and it keeps away psychic vampires. It's green and black. Psychic vampires that are money vampires that basically drain you in the area of finances. So that's something that you can wear and keep around you to detach that energy and those people from your life. But yeah, looking at like who really needs to be there, and then does there need to be a middleman? Does there need to be another person? The right partnership will come in, but I feel like somebody may come in disguised saying that they have a lot to offer, but they don't have this mind power. Yeah, they definitely need to get one. Yeah, they don't have this mind power that you do, and they don't have the bright ideas. So there may be somebody that wants to like join forces with you, but they don't have anything to offer. You might as well just do it yourself. That way you don't have to share, because the person, if they're not able to contribute from the beginning in a useful, practical way, then throughout the experience, they're not going to be able to contribute in any type of way. Loyalty. Exactly. True friendship and loyalty are among the most important values. Be loyal to your friends. Yeah, when you're loyal to others, others will be loyal to you. I mean, sometimes you'll still get stabbed in the back and cheated on and whatever else, but throughout life, you know what I mean? But the more loyal you are to other people, the more you will experience loyalty. That's just the law of attraction. But if you are afraid of being betrayed and afraid of people not being loyal, this is a call to remember that you're loyal to God. That's who you're loyal to. And so that's who's got your back. You just ordered some. Good, good. Yeah, I would carry that on you, especially if you're going to interact with anybody that is financially draining, that is wanting either, and financially draining could be wanting services or products or whatever for free. It could also be people borrowing and asking for money, or it could be people wanting you to buy or purchase their products at a expensive ass rate or whatever. Like it could be any of those things. That's why using your intuition and going through all the things that you spend your money on, and then finding where you can save money and the things that you don't need. Or if you've got a middleman, that's, you know, how the middleman like will take your money or your investment and then they'll make a separate fee on it. It's like if you have the capability of selling your own, like let's say that you want to be a real estate agent. If you have the capability of becoming a real estate agent on your own rather than working with one, then you wouldn't have to pay a real estate agent. You've been building up your crystals. Good. That's awesome. Look at this winning, because somebody wants this winning energy from you. This is your season to win and to shine. So if you guys are experiencing endings, it could be that, you know, you're going to be rerouted in a new direction. And it says sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. I don't believe that luck comes to everyone. I feel like luck comes to people who are favored and chosen, and then normal people. But people who are on this dumb witchcraft shit, luck will never come to them. They could live their entire life and not have not one lucky day. And all of their bloodline could have that same experience, most likely because they tried to do something to your luck or your abundance. Gambling, winning and gambling. So look at that. Wow. I'm not saying to go gamble, but it just says maybe you are going to win like a lottery or something. Like I pray for that for all of you and for me. But it says excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Obviously. So yeah, when you win this large amount of money, or you get this grant or whatever this is, make sure you're applying it to things that will invest, like bring you more money. And that way you won't be throwing it down, just throwing it away. And I think that gambling is throwing money away, but when you feel intuitively called to gamble, I would say like if you feel really called to it, and this is how people have literally won the lottery, you just feel like on fire that day, go ahead and do it. But if you don't have that money to lose, like if you don't have that money as extra, I would say not to gamble it, because you don't want to risk too much and put yourself in a state where you can't recover. Wellness, ensure that your body is nourished, join a gym and regain strength, live a healthier lifestyle. So it could be healthier as in what you're doing for recreation. It could be just getting a little bit more exercise. But yeah, having a well-balanced system is going to help you guys be really fruitful and help you guys with fertility as well. I'm off to a casino. I have luck. There you go. There you go. Literally. Looking, have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. What you seek, you will find. So this is literally telling me that what you put your attention on will grow, and what you're looking for, you will find. And this is resources. It says, be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Yeah. And this is where you want to think about when you win this money, or this money comes in. And if this is coming in through an inheritance or anything, or a court case or whatever, like whatever the situation is, when this money comes in, don't spend it all at once. Think about how you're going to use your resources in the future, and try to at least invest the money into something that will make you more money, or, make sure that you like save something for the future. And money is not the most important thing in life. It's really doing what you want to do, doing what you love, following your dream, and creating happiness, and doing what God has gifted you to do, because being able to work for God is a gift, and being able to help other people find the divine is also a gift, and helping keep people heal, that's a gift. That brings in sweet success. It's just when doing something that brings in so much positive karma, like, doesn't matter how much evil eye or janky shit these people send to you, it'll never work because your karma is too good. It just like literally bounces off you and goes right back to them. Says it's not difficult to get everything that you want and enjoy it. So yeah, you can have your money, spend your money, save your money all at the same time if you know how to invest your energy wisely. Wealth, you are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. And also, it could be the job that you guys were in or are in that could be keeping you from entering into this state of wealth. Literally, wealth is part of your destiny. So it's like sometimes when you are slaving for another company, you don't even have time to think for yourself. And that's the way that they want it, because they're snake-like. Even YouTube is snake-like. They have snakes working for the company. Shedding, reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. This is going to be a new metamorphosis. And you're going to be living a more grateful life, not worrying about just the physical things, but being grateful that you have happiness, that you have health, that you have freedom, that you have supportive people. The more that you show gratitude for your life, the greater the blessings will be. Fertility, it's time to think about family life and children. Don't sacrifice family for a career. You guys could feel like, oh man, career is just taking too much from me. I'm not able to have a love life. This is just telling you that if you invest your time and your energy wisely, you'll be able to bring balance to that. I feel like you guys will have a blossoming. Your children will be abundant. You guys are generational curse breakers. And so I want you to start thinking of yourself that way and start rebuking any financial curse. If you don't feel powerful enough to do it yourself, you can always say, in the name of Jesus, in the name of God, in the name of the divine, I rebuke everything that's unholy and not meant for me. This gift, literally this fertility, you're passing this gift down to the generations that you bring into this world. I'm also seeing a dragon's egg in my mind's eye. But yeah, this is a gift that's going to literally help you, and it's going to change your life. Love life. Part of this gift is a twin flame union. It is love life. It says, free from problems and money troubles, enjoy the passion of love and be loved. That's a gift in itself. So being able to be with the divine partner, that's a gift in itself. Vacation, start a perfect vacation. And this doesn't have to be an expensive one. Not everybody can afford going to certain places, but you can take a little camping trip. You can take an overnight vacation and enjoy the freedom. Take time to recharge. If you guys don't ever take time to recharge, you'll just end up feeling drained and tired and not motivated. Beware of having love affairs with the people that you partner with when it comes to business, because that usually does not end well. And so you don't want to complicate things. Keep business as business and play as play, right? Yeah, that could be the wrong decision. That could be a wrong decision. Basically, it says reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. That's why starting a romance with somebody at work could be really dangerous. It could potentially get you fired, is what I'm seeing. Or it could end the collaboration. It says transformation, change is the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Again, see how that's a mirror of herself. You don't need to be afraid of the unknown. The unknown is not going to harm you. Foresight, pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. So watch trends. Be farsighted and alert by looking forward. There may be something you can do that's home-based, okay? It could be working for a company that you do at home, or could be starting your own platform or whatever. But somebody doesn't want you to have the freedom to use your foresight at home to create anything. And so I feel like that you going through this transformation is the most important thing. Surprise, an unexpected turn can bring positive change. Literally, an unexpected turn. And duality, do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. Remember, especially when it comes to wanting to build a love career, like love and career, especially with that there is duality in everything and everyone. And so, again, just kind of like reminding you that not people may be rainbow and sunshine at the beginning. And this could be even about it starting a business and hiring an employee. Don't have affairs with them and stuff like that, because and don't sleep with your boss, that type of thing, because there's always duality in humanity. And so we can't really control other people's experience, and we should never try to, because it's futile. But yeah, somebody didn't want you to express your power. They didn't want you to be a public face. I mean, I get a lot of jealousy with the expression and public face and power and star power. Like, that's what this is all over, though. Like, basically, it's over your power and authority, your star power, being a public face, and the way that you express yourself. You know, somebody's afraid of you telling the truth about something that they did. So what if you do? I mean, I don't think that's part of your job description, but if somebody else is traumatizing you is going to be your motivation to heal, then that's what it is. And these people need to grow up and get over it. They're not going to be able to control that. I mean, people thinking that they can control anything in anybody else's life is absolutely bonkers, mind-blowingly insane to me. Like, you just can't control other people's creation, because God exists in their creation and nobody can control God. And anybody that tries to is like I said, it's futile. It is futile. Okay, we're going to use the Guardian Angel Tarot, even though I want to use the Thoth deck again. We're going to do this one because I think there's some career cards in here, which I feel like is what you guys are mostly asking about. But yeah, you're going to be fine as long as you follow your heart and your intuition and listen to the guidance that your angel has. Yeah, because it's a beautiful gift that you guys are uncovering right within yourself. You don't have to go to anybody else to use this gift. Yeah, this is having intuition, having foresight is a gift. And there's so many people that are reading cards and doing the same thing that I do that don't have an ability. And I think that's crazy. How difficult would it be to do that? Like, without a gift, it would be really hard and too much effort. You know, what you want to do, you want to make what you do for a living fun. And when people see you having fun, they may want to block that, but you just allow yourself to continue to rise. 7 of Earth, investment, assessment, and patience. Okay, look at that money tree. So look, this angel is going to help you invest into the right job, invest into the right practice, invest into this money tree, which will be a money tree that bears lots of fruit for you. Okay, so first of all, the 7 of Earth, that's like a 7 of Pentacles, which is showing me that your investments will make a huge, that's too many cards. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous with that. Oh, that's funny. It was like, oh, it would have told the whole story. No, we can get them one at a time. But yeah, being patient in what you invest. Like I said, some people, to get the amount of subscribers and stuff like that, some people are doing content creation for years. So again, what you put your time and your energy into to grow this money tree is up to you, but I would just do it wisely and be looking to plan for your future. I would definitely be keeping savings in mind. Good, you have a money tree. That is so important. So important. And if anything were to happen to your money tree, I would definitely do spiritual cleanses and stuff like that and pray and ask God about it, because that would be a bad sign, right? So the Knight of Air, intellection, determined, and motivated. You guys are very much motivated. And it's like, I feel like spirit is that little bit extra motivator. You know, you have angels supporting you. Knowing that you're not doing this alone is what's going to help you have courage. Because seriously, thank you, Sharon, so much. Look at this. I love that. See the angel behind that cute little girl? Isn't she adorable? I think she's so sweet. And she's like holding the staff with the angel wings. I love that. I love this. Opportunity, creativity, and action. So the angels are going to bring you new opportunities. Trust me, the spiritual realm knows who needs your assistance and who still has karma to work out with you, and not always in a negative way, because good karma does exist as well. And so the angels are going to guide you to your highest and best experience. But they can't create it for you. That's why making decisions and taking action when you get the downloads or when you receive the information is important. Now, the 5 of Fire says conflicts, annoyances, and competition. This is basically the energy that you're dealing with. It could be a female. This other person feels like they're guided by spirit, but I feel like they're guided by the devil. Like literally some type of devil. It may not be the devil, but you know what I mean. They're guided by whatever deity, lower vibrational energy that they worked with. And it's a deity. See, this is why it never will make sense to me. Why people go to these deities that are dead and then they expect them to do what the Most High God is going to do. These deities do not have the power. These low, I don't even want to call them deities, but some people call them deities. Whatever these spirits are, whatever these energies are, they don't have the power. Yeah, knowing that the angels have your back means a lot. They don't have the power to do what you're doing. And so somebody is trying to create conflict because they don't like that you do have the power to do what you're doing and that you're going to be successful in it. So somebody just wants to compete with you and cause annoyances because they're an annoying person. But really, there is nothing to compete for because your destiny and fate will never go to anybody else. And even if you tried to sabotage it yourself, that doesn't mean that God would give it to anybody else. God gave it to you. That's meant for you. And there are 3 fates that are actual supernatural beings that watch over fate and destiny. And they literally will go crucify somebody if they come and try to alter your destination. If they try to reach your destination before you when they're supposed to be completely somewhere else doing something else, yeah, the fates will annihilate these people and the Most High God will punish them. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but that's just somebody that's coming in and getting in the way of your divine life purpose to just be annoying and cause conflict because they can't do what your divine life purpose is. That's low vibrational bullshit. And it's like to be ignored. There's nothing to compete over. So the people that feel competitive, stop feeling that way. You need to. And if somebody ever voices to you, oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, I'm so envious. Oh, I'm so whatever. Just be like, you don't need to be that way. God has a perfect design for you if you would look at yourself. And some people don't want to hear about themselves. They don't want to be told that. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Some people don't want to, like, some people will not take self accountability, whether you tell them about themselves or not. That's just going to be the way that some people are. You guys are so welcome. But yeah, it's just the way that some people are. Why they're like that, I don't know. Jealousy to me is like a disease or some type of envy is also, it's some type, these people become uncontrollable and they do really drastic out of character things based off of their jealousy and their envy and their inability to be able to compete with you. I mean, and it's weird to me. Like, why would somebody throw their own back out just trying to compete for some shit that is not even physical? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. It's because you have a money tree here. Somebody sees that you've grown this and they're like, oh, well, I can do that. I need to do that. No, they don't. They need to sit in their place and do what God told them to do, which is most likely get off these fucking drugs that these people are on and clean their life up. And I'm not talking about pharmaceuticals. I'm talking about whatever substances that causes these people to go into these envious, jealous, weird cycle. I don't know what it is, but the drugs are not helping. Let's just say that. Whatever the shit they're putting up their nose is not helping. The 5 of Air, these people are going to be extremely disappointed. Literally. They were trying to play chess with you. Let's say they were trying to play checkers and you've been playing chess the whole time. Could be something like that. You know what I mean? Mistakes, melodrama, and reassessment. These people are going to try to have you reassessed, and it's going to backfire. These people are going to be the ones that are judged, actually. because they're trying to get in the way of an opportunity that has always belonged to you as part of your birthright. And these people are literally not allowed to get. That's one thing that even if you have free will, you cannot use it to abuse somebody that's in their purpose. It just will never work. So yeah, somebody could be harping on you over mistakes from the past. Somebody claiming to have a spiritual awakening and they be lying. Yeah, people can definitely claim to be spiritual and not be spiritual at all, for sure. That's why your intuition is like the most powerful thing, and the thing that you should trust the most. Because if you go, maybe this person doesn't know what they're talking about, especially when you have people that come up and they want to be like you, they want to compete with you, and they want to be a better version of you. No, these people don't really know what's going on. And behind the scenes in the spiritual realm, if this person picked up like the book of Solomon and started reading about the Ars Goetia, they would become possessed immediately. Like they're not anointed to do whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah. And they're envious of the anointing because they feel like they're not special. But no, they are special. Most people are anointed in some type of way to do something. And the ones that are not, there's a reason for that. It's because they have sworn themselves to something else, or they've rejected their own destiny by trying to come for somebody else's. The Three of Water. And these people need to be really careful with what they think and do, because them even having a bad thought about you could cause them to lose something. And they don't realize that them just being envious and jealous is enough to send the evil eye. The evil eye is, most of the time, I want to say, it's accidentally sent by people. I feel like people are not, I mean, I don't know if there's an evil eye spell that can be done, but like, I feel like most of the evil eye is just people's jealousy and them looking at you side-eyed, being jealous of shit. Yeah, they definitely, this Three of Water, white butterflies could be very symbolic to you. This Three of Water is talking about a celebration with your community, friendships, and abundance. So this person wants to come in as a fake friend or something. They want you to reassess. They want to have a reassessment done on. This is like giving me the vibe of somebody that's like, feels like they're all high and mighty and powerful because they work for the IRS, but they're like not even high ranking in the IRS and they don't have the authority to call judgment on you. This person's in the 10 of fire. Look at that. They're overstressed. They don't clean their house. How could somebody compete with you that can't even wash their ass, right? Like, I'm sorry, but overwork, stressed, imbalanced. How could somebody compete with your life when they're over here in this energy? This person needs to just be a mother and do what God has told them to do by taking care of their children. Like, instead of being nasty and trying to be you, this person needs to work on how to feed their family, like straight up. There's better things that these people could be doing. And the fact that that they cannot keep up with you, that they're overworked and they have no fruit to pick from any tree. They're like, stop. They just want you to stop. No, fuck them. Like, not literally fuck them, but F them. Like, no, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop because God commanded us to do it. That's a big qualifying factor there of the reason that we're not going to stop doing our divine life purpose. You know, God told us to do this. If we were to stop, we would be most likely losing something, and God would be like, well, I told you to keep going. You know what I mean? And if you listen to a lot of stars and celebrities, they will tell you that they could have gotten rejected 7,000 times before they got accepted for a role that makes them millions and billions of dollars or whatever. So yeah, you never know. Like, everything happens in divine time. But if you give up on yourself, or you give up on your dream, or you give up on your goal, which is what this person wants you to do so that they can fulfill it. If you give up on it, then, you know, you're basically causing that. That's the only way you will fail, is if you give up on yourself and give up on it. The Knight of Water, romantic, emotional, dramatic. So there is definitely somebody I feel like there is a feminine energy obsessed with this masculine energy. They're obsessed with you too, but it's like really obsessed with this masculine energy who's really dramatic. You may not even be into this person, or this could be like an ex of yours. Definitely giving me like man-child vibes from that card. The Two of Water, partnership. Okay, So this is it. So this person's wanting to compete with you. They're wanting to be you. They're wanting to literally turn themselves into you. They've been trying to siphon your energy to wear it as some type of like bodysuit so that this man, this person, this woman, this other significant other romantic person, that they would want to be with them and not you, because they feel like you are the divine counterpart of somebody that they want to be with and they want you out of the way. And so, yeah, you're dealing with somebody that's a narcissist. This two of water, partnership, commitment, reconciliation. There's somebody out there that doesn't want you to reconcile with some losing ass mofo from your past. Okay. You're not going to reconcile with this person. They don't need to do witchcraft on that. Like, it's just not meant to be. I don't know what psychic told this person that you're a divine counterpart of them, but you're not. So yeah, this is why they're trying to go so hard at becoming you, because they want to compete with you for some man that you don't even want. Like, really? It's that today. It is that. And this stank hoe needs to wash her ass and clean her house. No man's going to want to be with somebody that's this freaking nasty. And I understand everybody goes through phases and all that. I understand that. And so I'm being compassionate. I'm just telling, this person comes across this reading, you have a nasty ass house. Clean up your house and see how you feel afterwards. It'll help. Sometimes it can be the simple things, you know, that can clarify your energy and stuff like that. So yeah, I really hope that this narc doesn't come across this, but you know, you've definitely got somebody they're like literally crying over spilt milk. Look at this. This person see the angel behind them. They're on their knees, the five of water. They're crying over the spilt milk. That is a milk carton, and that's milk all over the ground. Okay. Well, if this bitch would get up in the morning and actually help her freaking children that can't cook for themselves to get a meal, there would not be spilt milk all over everything. And the metaphor of crying over spilt milk is like crying over things that have already happened, that have been done, and that can't be undone. You cannot control whether this person, this romantic interest, wants to be with you or not. That's not under your control. Okay. And so that's why I say you can't control other people. You can only control the way that you react to other people. It says disappointment, regret, and forgiveness. You know, they're very much so. This skank person, I don't mean to call him skank, but this person, this female energy has cheated on this masculine energy, and this masculine energy doesn't want this woman because they're not you. Okay. So that's why this person's wanting to come towards you. But there's a lot of spilt milk here that she's crying over, that he's crying over. I mean, I would not accept this person back. They want a partnership, commitment, and a reconciliation with you. This is like only for some type of financial gain. I'm not kidding. They don't really want to be with you. They just know that this other person they were with was hell and you were heaven. So they feel like going back to you is the answer, but it's not. It's moving forward and getting away from this freak, because this man shouldn't be thinking about being in a relationship with any type of person while having this psychotic stalker, hating ass woman that won't clean her house and take care of the children stalking him. Okay. Cause that's just dangerous. You don't bring danger to other people like that. If you have a serious, like, stalker, like this woman would probably hurt herself or hurt her children or hurt somebody else over this man. Ace of Air, inspiration, communication, adjustments. She would definitely hurt her children. I'm not even kidding. This woman screams at her kids. Her children are traumatized because of this man. These people do not belong together. They just don't. They don't belong together. And the fact that the children are suffering, that's some bullshit. This lady can sit around all day obsessing over you and watching you, but the moment that it comes to go pick her children up from the sidewalk or from school, this lady has to call somebody else to do everything. No wonder nobody wants to be with her. She won't even wash her clothes and take a shower on a day-to-day basis. Like, I'm definitely not understanding how this person really feels that they're going to be you when you're a clean person, that you may not be a neat freak, but you're not dirty. like this person. Geez. The Four of Water, distraction. See, they're so distracted by your energy and your divine life purpose that they cannot even function in their normal life. Distraction, self-absorption, discontentment. This person's dissatisfied with their own, they don't like the kids that they have. The kids that they have are karmic. They don't like, and this person's sitting by a beautiful ocean. If they would just turn the F around and look up, they would find peace. That's ironic. And it's also a message for somebody. Like, you could be right by the ocean, like turn around, look at the ocean, take a deep breath and find that peace, find that contentment and serenity. The ocean is a massive healer. So yeah, this person is distracted from the natural things in life that would actually heal and help them. They're self-absorbed, which means they only care about themselves, and they're discontent, and they're always thinking about you and this other man. They don't have any other thoughts. I think that this person did a spell. They're probably waiting for this spell to work and this love union to come in. Dude, no. Stop doing witchcraft. Stupid. Don't do witchcraft on other people. Don't do love spells. Why would you want love that's not even real? If you have to put a spirit in somebody else to make that person love you, and you have to possess them with a spirit, then that's not real love. And eventually that spirit's not going to want that other consciousness in the body. There's so many different bad things that could happen from that type of situation. But yeah, that's the energy that I feel here. We rebuke it in the name of Jesus. It'll never work. Ace of Earth. Look at this. Abundance, opportunity, and resources. So yeah, there could be somebody, some skanko that wants the destiny of your children. This is why praying for your children is so important, because you will have abundant children that will create their own opportunities and have their own resources. You could have also been an abundant child. That's why you're an abundant person now. Seven of Air, awareness, caution, and consequences. Look at this. Look at these children. This one's asleep, holding onto a sword. Okay, sleeping with a sword. That's real safe. And then this one that's in the back is holding a bunch of apples. And this angel's like, who in the hell? Where is the parent? This is literally, that angel's like, what's going on here? Why are these children not being watched over? Who is guiding them? This lady has kids that she's not guiding. She wants your children. She wants what your children have. Dude, like if this woman really wanted a better life, she would take caution with these kids, because she's about to have DCFS called on her. And that's just karma for coming for your money tree. She wants her children to be able to pick the fruit off of your tree. I don't think so. That's not how reality works. This person's delusional and thinks that you can just pick up a wand and the next day she's going to become somebody else. No, why would you even want to be anybody else? That's crazy. Seven of Fire, challenge, determination, resistance. Again, they're very much in the energy of resistance. They want you to resist your intuition about them. Beware of somebody wanting to get close to you to learn whatever you do so they can copy it. Again, the things that you do for God, nobody else can copy. They're only wanting to copy it so they can impress some fucking man that's obsessed with you. Okay. It's not even legit. It's like somebody that you'll never be with. So why even attack somebody over somebody that they're never going to be with? Probably because this bitch got bad psychic advice from somebody. That's why you have to use your intuition with these messages and use your discernment so that you can discern what is the truth. And if this person was paying for this false advice, I feel bad for them, because that's ridiculous. Look at this. What did I just say? The Queen of Water, loving, giving, and psychic. This person went to a psychic and was told that some bullshit, that basically to start a war. And then it's causing this person to have to go through searching empowerment and trying to find fulfillment. The thing is that you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Luck, progress, and change is coming to you. You're also the energy of the sun. Nobody can emulate the sun. Even star energies can shine as bright as they can, but they cannot conquer the sun. This person that we're talking about, this female energy that's put this shit into motion to make you broke or whatever, they're in the 9 of Air, negativity, worry, and sleeplessness. This person's losing sleep over you being able to have psychic abilities, being able to do whatever this work is that this other person can't copy. They're stressed out about that because they need to come up with new content to impress this man and new energy to make this man want to come towards them, because this person could put on as much perfume as she wants. She could wear as much slutty shit as she wants. This man is not attracted to her. The only reason that he was with her in the first place was because she had spell work put on him. So yeah, the 9 of water, you're still coming into wish fulfillment. Somebody is crying about that. Let them cry and whine about it. Literally. They're ungrateful. They're ungrateful for the gifts that God's given them, like these children that this person has. This person is ungrateful for everything. They were ungrateful for this man when they had this man under their control. Again, wishes, dreams, and happiness. You're going to complete that. You're going to actually get what you want. You do have somebody here that doesn't want to see that, but it's only because they feel like they want the same thing, and it's only to attract a person that's not meant for them. This man is putting his hands all over this woman. This is not somebody you should be with, and not somebody anybody else should be with. 10 of air, endings, recovery, and freedom. This person is having to recover from trying to steal your destiny and failing at it. This person was like, God's like, okay, you want to be them? Go ahead and try. Show me what you can do. And then they tried and they failed, and now they're crying about it. That's really crying over spilt milk. I mean, really. And you're over here searching for empowerment, listening to yourself, and making positive choices. That's why any ending that comes from this person will be a new beginning, because you're going to recover whatever it was that was lost in time. The Ace of Water, emotions, relationships, intuition. Look at this little girl. Where's her parent? I just keep seeing that. The angels are like, what is this? So yeah, this person's emotions have caused them, and like I said, envy and jealousy is an emotion. But yeah, this person's emotions have caused them to basically have to be in recovery mode. I feel like also somebody's jealous of your health. Be very careful of people that are envious of your health. They may be wanting to siphon that. This person's they're exhausted and they need energy. And they're looking at you as like a resource. You're not the resource. God is the resource. And this person is just confused. So like what I do is reroute. Instead of being, I'm here to help and guide, but God is the source. It's not always going through me. It's going through yourself and going within and accessing God. That, yeah, they just said, yeah, that's right. That's how you get energy and progress. Gaining control over your emotions and not allowing them to get you to act out of character. That can be one of the hardest things. It's a lesson that I've had to learn, to be able to control the emotions, especially when they're not yours. You're dealing with a lot of projection at this time, but I feel like you also, you're a wise counselor and you're receiving good advice. This other person goes to some type of, I don't know, they're like a witch or something like that. Like they practice some type of, I don't know. They have to do some type of spell work to have abilities, but their abilities they're not worth shit because they come from the devil. So they're not reliable and they don't work. This person could not go on and do a live session. This person could never interact with live people. They would have to literally like create a video, make it be a certain way, and then upload it. They could never go live. So they've got to do some type of ritual to get anything started. And that's why this person can't keep up, because they can't do anything in real time that you do. She is doing community. Yeah, I'm reading for everybody in the group. So this 8 of air, this person, I feel like she looks like that person. Okay. They know that you are this wise counselor, and that you basically belong to an ancient tradition that's from Egypt. Has to do with divination. I feel like she's gotten energy readings on you before and gotten basic information like that. And then she goes and she tries to become known about Egyptian whatever so that she can try to one up you, but it keeps backfiring because she keeps getting rejected. She should just go to her own ancestors and ask what God has for her. Again, that would be too much right. This is somebody that was wanting you to be in self-doubt, wanting you to be confused because they're confused. This person doesn't know who they are. They're having an identity crisis. They're confused and they wanted to tamper with your free will so that they could have control over you, so that they could force you to not want to be with this man that you don't want anyways. I hope this dumb bitch comes across this reading and sees how stupid she is so that she can stop before she takes her own life with this, because, or it harms her children even further. You know what I mean? Look at this. 6 of air, relief, hope, and moving on. You guys are moving on. The thing is that you're not going to stay in the energy of self-doubt because there's no reason to doubt yourself. You're a wise counselor. You can trust the advice that comes from within. And if you feel like an emotion has stirred you, like this woman cannot control her emotions, she can't control her mind. She needs therapy, and I can't diagnose anybody, but she needs a mental health doctor and maybe medication. This person is completely unstable. They want to destabilize you in your life so that you can either be more like them. I don't know. This is definitely like somebody wanting to swipe destinies, but this is a failed attempt. God, and if you've been getting away with something, let's say like this person's been getting away with neglecting her children for a very long time. Like this is absolutely ridiculous. This is somebody that likes to call child services on other people. She loves doing that. She loves calling on people that are good parents. This person loves to do that. And this person has no intuition. They have no foresight. They have no psychic ability. They don't have access to anybody that's really of wise counsel except for you. You could have been a wise counsel to this person. It's funny how the people that want to mess you over are the ones that need you the most. Literally, this person has no intuition. They do not see what's coming for them. They do not see what's coming for them. And the fact that they wanted you to be abandoned and you to be casted away by your ancestors, that's because this person actually is casted away. The ancestors and everything dead they summon and call on rejects this person. I mean, this psychic literally just fed her a bunch of bullshit. That's why you have to just use your best discernment. This is definitely about your 6 of fire, your success, recognition, and your self-esteem. She wanted to destroy that. But you have already established this. You can't establish stuff that somebody's already healed from. Like I said, they can try to do the magic and they can try to do whatever, but it's not going to stop you from being a wise counsel to others and a wise counsel to yourself. This is justice. You getting success and being recognized and having good self-esteem is justice, because this person wanted to destroy that. Fairness, the law, and karma. She could literally, like I said, DCFS is she doesn't see what's coming for her. DCFS is about to come take these children. And then she's not going to have the children as a bargaining tip to threaten and coerce and blackmail this masculine energy into being with her. Then she's not going to have the children that are not even this man's fucking children to use against him. Like, seriously? She may be getting in trouble with the law, having to pay out a lot of fines and a lot of child support to whatever foster care. And this is why you don't mess with chosen people, to whatever foster care thing is going to take her children away. Look at this, the 9 of fire. The 9 of fire. This is you being protected. The angels have got your back. You don't have to do anything other than be still and know that God is God. And other than that, like literally things are going to just fall into place. The more that you can be neutral about situations, the more you're going to be able to detach from all of it. Okay. And the faster you'll get your justice. The Two of Earth, balance, prioritization, and playfulness. You're still in that playful energy. There's something angelic about your energy. And so that's something that will not be changed, like, ever. And so you may be with the eternal child forever, and healing that's justice for you. The High Priestess, intuition, wisdom, and patience. And this justice energy is heavy. There's a lot of negative karma between the justice system and this person. They've been committing a lot of crimes at whatever job they had, whatever they were doing. They were abusing their power to stalk and harass you. So yeah, this person is going to lose their children to a system, because she's probably not even anywhere near this little girl who's clearly standing on the edge of a cliff trying to tightrope walk that fence, okay, without a life jacket. And where is this person's mother? Exactly. I'm like, this is exactly why she needs to have her children taken. And I don't say that lightly. This person really does. This Page of Water, sensitive, open-hearted, intuitive. Yeah, literally, there's going to be a caseworker that is very intuitive, that may even listen or follow you or whatever, listens to your advice, knows that you have this intuition, wisdom, and this patient energy. They're going to see right through this woman. Literally. I feel like this could even be another practitioner that she went to, and this person's already on your side. They already know about you. The Knight of Fire says confident, passionate, and adventurous. This woman is so afraid of this man that's going to come running to you. That's crazy to me. There may be more than one man that ends up coming running to you. Okay, is there anything else that they need to know? I would pray Psalm 91 against this person twice a day, because this was a major problem. This was basically what was causing you to be stagnant, was this other person. And again, you need to call back all your destiny, all your fate, all of your energy, all of your power, all of everything from other people. You need to call that back, because people are trying to use your own energy against you, and that is not going to happen. They're in the tower. This lady is in the tower, and she doesn't even see that, because she's so much focused on your success rather than what's happening in her life. She's like, losing this man was just the beginning of the negative karma that she's reaping for doing this witchcraft. She's going to be in the tower, realize life change and liberation. This is like the tower. This tower to me looks like after somebody passes away, then they come out the other side of that tower of like whatever death, and they're like, and the angel's telling them about their life, and they're like, oh shit, now I see it from another angle. And that's what this person needs. So in a way, your energy is actually causing this person to awaken. The Page of Air, truthful, analytical, and outspoken. Yeah, there's going to be somebody that's very outspoken about her. I mean, she's got quite a few enemies that are showing up right at the ending here. The Four of Fire, prosperity, contentment, and celebration. You are going to continue to celebrate with like-minded people and connect with your soul tribe. Okay. Yes. Good night. Good night, Sharon. Blessings to you as well. But yeah, you're going to continue to stay in this contentment energy. Beautiful energy for you guys. The Moon. So yeah, this woman is still going to try to do her moon magic, but she may end up going to jail. She literally may end up becoming imprisoned, because whatever she's doing with witchcraft, you cannot pay people money to unalive anybody else with witchcraft, or to make them ugly, or to steal their beauty, or steal their destiny, or attack them in any type of way. That is a crime. It is illegal. And there are angels looking into this shit. I promise you that. Okay. Intuition, illusion, and revelation. You may have a revelation that every time it's a new freaking full moon, right around the full moon or after it, you're having a mental breakdown, or you're having some type of negative experience. You need to look at that and be like, okay, this is obviously synced up with the moon cycle. What is somebody trying to do with the moon and the horoscope energies? When you can become aware of it, it can be so much easier to release it, send it back, block it, whatever. And when you put it in the hands of God, you don't have to do any work at all. God does it all. the world. Like I said, sometimes things will get just too big. Like this person wanted to involve so many different people. They wanted to change the way they wanted to one day wake up being you and you being them. And they thought that that would be fair. What type of delusional shit is this? This is ridiculous. I'm dealing with a fucking child. I'm dealing with you guys being the adult and this person being an infant. Infantile, like literally. And I think infants are probably smarter than this woman. Accomplishment, celebration, completion. You will be completing this cycle with the moon and the world. Yeah. And whatever she was doing on the dark web also. This person is very suspicious to me. The three of air, they're going to be in the energy of sorrow, wanting forgiveness and needing healing. It's not your job to heal this person. When they come to you apologizing or whatever, or if this ends up being a court case you go through and this person ends up being, you know, in the energy of sorrow, realizing they need forgiveness and healing, let them, tell them to go to God. That they don't need your forgiveness. You're forgiven. Peace be with you. Fuck off. Go to God. Just, I would literally say it just like that. You can leave the F off out, but just say, you know what? Peace be with you. Go to God. God is who you need the forgiveness from now, because it's not, I've already forgiven you. You are forgiven, sweetie. When you looked, they don't realize that this person, you were forgiven when you looked at them with the evil eye. You were forgiven when you coveted their fruit. You were forgiven when you wanted their money tree. Sweetie, you were always going to be forgiven, because that's how my light workers and starseeds are. We are forgiving people. But that doesn't mean we're stupid and weak people. We're not going to allow you around our children. We're not going to allow you around our husbands. We're not going to allow you around our wives, around anything that we want to keep or consider precious and rare to us. Like that sorrow and forgiveness, doesn't mean that you have to allow somebody back into your reality to mess it up again. And trust me, you don't need, and further to the point, you don't want somebody in your life that has backstabbed you, because they're going to be that, just like they felt that little tweak, that little pinch of, you know, envy to come for you in the first place over a man you don't even want. You've got to be kidding. Or over a romantic relationship that, and an offer that you don't even want, to try to alter somebody's destiny and control fate over a fucking man that you had to put over under a love spell to even get the attention from. That is like a whole new level of pathetic and lame. And anybody that's out there doing these dumb love spells on people, trying to steal fates and destinies, you're fucking slow. And obviously you think the Most High God is an idiot and a dumbass and doesn't, and that he's stupid, and God forgive me for saying that, but you must think that God is dumb to think that you could steal somebody else's destiny and be who they are meant to be without going through any of their life experiences. It's just not possible. There's no devil, there's no angel, and there's no spiritual force that can do a Freaky Friday switch to where you end up becoming somebody else and they become you. No, that's not possible. Stop. Like, maybe if you were in Haiti, maybe if you were working with real voodoo, but these people keep getting directed to people that are actually people that like you. So they're, you know, these practitioners are not stupid. They're not going to go into the spirit and attack somebody that they know the moment that they do this, all their entire life will fall down, just like how I dropped all of those cards right there, but they didn't spill everywhere. But literally, the Lovers over a love union. That's crazy. She's going to have to just, and if this is a man coming to you and you accepting this person in, and this man's walking away from her, maybe it was, I mean, there's so many different reasons of why this man could be walking away from her besides the love spell backfiring, but truly it was the love spell and trying to keep this person asleep in the matrix that caused the spiritual realm to say no. Says relationships, emotions, and choices. She's going to have a new choice now to either choose herself. It's really, really up to you if you want to take this person back or be with them. But like, you know, there may be a masculine energy coming to you that it has gone, maybe what they needed was to go through this situation to come to you. But if this is an ex, no, if this is an ex, if this is a new person, it might be okay. But if it's an ex, it's a no. The Seven of Water, choices, over analyzing, and procrastination. She either waited too long. I feel like this woman tried to play a card hand against this man by doing a bunch of manipulation and harassment and bullying and stalking and crazy shit to him, and harming herself and harming the children, that she has turned this person away from them forever. She made the wrong choices. Okay. And also, don't procrastinate on praying against this energy, because this energy is not going to go away. They could, like, what they've done is going to be cleared up, but what they're going to do next, we don't even, I mean, this person could get envious and jealous again at any time and decide that you're the target. They need to get on medication. They need mental health therapy. Like, mental health is what I meant to say, but they also mental health. And so that's why we forgive these people, but we don't allow them in our lives, because that's destructive. The King of Fire, inspirational, charismatic, innovative. This is definitely your energy. I feel like you've had to get into masculine energy to protect yourself from this person, but you don't have to stay there. You can live in both. And I also feel like the people that surround you are people who support you at this time. And this person has been trying to infiltrate that so that they could be the one that surrounds you, so they can get a better look at you to see why this man or woman that could be in a masculine energy, why they want you so much, why they're so in love with you, why you are their 10 of water. I mean, this person could, if this is an ex, this could not be your 10 of water, but this person sees you and believes you to be your 10 of water, your happily ever after. Family, love, and blessings. That's how you are seen by the world and the universe. And so this is why basically you win. And it's not like you're winning anything, because again, it's your own destiny, but like, in the eyes of this other person, you have won, because she wasn't able to defeat you or to make you unattractive to this person or to turn this person away from you. This person very well may come to connect with you or contact you. And if they do, you'll have to use your best discernment then. But, yeah, this was a big weight. And I feel like it was a big weight, like a heavy thing, because this person was doing everything in their physical power, even working with like hitman energies to try to get you to stop being yourself so that you couldn't live in abundance. And that's not where people should be putting their time and their energy. We should all be putting our time and our energy into ourselves and our own lives, and then things will work out for us, and not focusing on other people, because other people's journey is not our journey. And so we can like look at other people as a motivation or something, an inspiration, but looking at somebody else and wanting to become that is weird. I mean, it's weird. And so, yeah, I feel like if people would just be themselves, we could all live a happier life. But this person, they need to look at themselves and check themselves before they wreck themselves, because they don't even see this court case and this justice that's coming for them. Whatever this person is in such regret. They're so overworked, they can't keep up with you. And now they don't know your next move. And this person neglects their children. Again, they've got a nice life. They had a nice life, I should say. They had a nice life, but they were too distracted by you and your shine to look at their own, to turn around and look at that ocean and realize that they're at the flipping beach. Why are they crying? They are at the beach. And then this child all alone, like these children are not alone. These children are guided by spirit. You see that angel in the background? Remember that. Pray for your children, and remember that this person that wants to come in on a love offer, for some of you guys, it's not going to be a bad offer, but it will come with this karmic who is a habitual harassment and stalker of this man. I feel like for this woman to stop stalking this man, she's going to have to either pass away, and I'm not trying to create that, but this is what the universe is showing me. She's either going to have to be put in jail or pass away to stop harassing and stalking this man, because the love spell she tried to do to get this opportunity, to this love offer from him, this marriage, whatever it was, love spell that she tried to do, literally has backfired, and it worked on her, and now she's the one that's obsessed with this man. And instead of getting this man to be obsessed with her, this is like, how are you going to do that? I mean, literally, who knows if the practitioner could have literally said, go do this spell work yourself to put this man under an illusion and try to deceive him that these children that she gave birth to are his. Like, come on, how karmic is that shit? So yeah, so if this love offer comes towards you and they have a crazy ass karmic attached to them, you'll know who it is. If this is an ex that wants to get back with you, they're a crazy ass ex, and they've got some person that's 100,000 times crazier that's stalking them. So yeah, you don't need that around your children. But again, you just need to use your best discernment. If it's not an ex, then it's not a bad offer. But this person does come with, probably karma. That's why he attracted this person. The 3 of water, but doesn't mean that they're a bad person. So again, just because somebody experienced somebody that's insane doesn't make them insane. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're going to continue to celebrate with people that are like-minded, and you're also going to continue to find people that are like-minded. This was a huge mistake. This person that's envious and suffering because truly she doesn't care about her children. She's not watching them. And literally she's just stuck watching you. And so this is why I'm always going to encourage somebody that's lazy to do better. Just clean up your house. Start by cleaning your house. Start by cleaning yourself. Then go to cleaning the children. Start by watching your own kids. There's so many things that this person needs to be told. But again, they're looking to you for wise counsel because they want to be a copycat. So you guys have already overcome. Yeah, there you go. See no evil. You've already overcome this by not really doing anything, just by being still and knowing that God is God and that God is going to handle it. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. God bless you. Now that you know that you have that person, you can make an executive decision to pray them out of your energy. And then the crystal singing bowl sound bath we've been listening to today is for detaching cords, getting rid of all cords of attachment. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you for being here. Please like the video, hit that notification bell, make sure that you're subscribed, all that good stuff. Okay. So that you know when I go live, because I do bonus free readings every once in a while, but I got to see you guys get the likes up. Okay. Or I won't do bonus readings. All right. Know that God loves you. Know that I do as well. And also the like button, it's not just for monetization, but the like button, it tells me that the message that I'm giving to you is resonating. And that's what I would like to know about the most. So thank you guys. And have a wonderful day, you guys. Know that God loves you, and I do too. Peace be with you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.